Hi everyone, Miss Catherine Mora here with Geek, talking about why Jedi Fallen Order should get its own live-action adaptation. With the popularity of shows like The Mandalorian and Andor, Star Wars fans have been treated to incredible news stories from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. However, there is one story still that fans would love to see a live-action adaptation of: Jedi Fallen Order. With the smashing success of HBO's The Last of Us, video game adaptations are here to stay. While there have been a plethora of unsuccessful attempts to adapt video games into live action, the HBO series has proven what's possible with good casting and a respect for the source material. Jedi Fallen Order is already stacked with a fantastic cast, from Cameron Monaghan, who plays protagonist Cal Kestis, Deborah Wilson, who plays Seer Junda. Of course, Lucasfilm could decide to cast different actors for a TV series, but they would ensure that whoever they select would be the right fit for these characters. Speaking of characters, there are plenty who can make a guest appearance. Forrest Whitaker reprised his Rogue One role for the game, where Saw Gerrera plays an important part in the Kashyyyk storyline. Darth Vader also makes a surprise appearance at the end of the game. Fans were ecstatic when Hayden Christensen returned to play Darth Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Hayden himself was happy to play the character again. Having him return for the finale of the Fallen Order storyline and potentially the Survivor storyline would send fans into a frenzy, easily competing with the Luke Skywalker surprise cameo in The Mandalorian. Even Obi-Wan Kenobi can make an appearance, as his series is set at the same time as Jedi Survivor. But a good series isn't just about cameo, it's about the characters' journeys and the arcs that they experience. Fans have praised The Last of Us for balancing the difficult task of taking directly from the source material while still doing something new and different. Jedi Fallen Order could do the same. The game has an exciting and incredible storyline, diving into the consequences of the Jedi Purge and the early years of the Empire. Cal's journey across the galaxy to unlock Cordova's holocron in hopes of rebuilding the Jedi Order deals with loyalty and betrayal, loss and guilt, and, most importantly, hope. It's as Star Wars of a story as you can get without dragging the Skywalkers into the mix. After all, it's been difficult for Disney to tell a good Jedi story without falling back on the Skywalkers. Jedi Fallen Order is entirely its own entity, focusing on a nobody and throwing him in a high-stakes quest. It doesn't mess up the canon timeline in any way, and already has plenty of live-action on-screen tie-ins that already exist. For starters, the Fortress Inquisitoris was a major setting in Obi-Wan Kenobi. That same fortress was the setting for the final battle in the video game. Also, a BD droid appeared in the Book of Boba Fett, leaving fans to speculate whether it was actually BD-1 or just a different droid. And of course, it would be impossible to ignore Order 66. Fans have joked that if Dave Filoni is working on a Star Wars project, there will undoubtedly be an Order 66 scene in that project. Cal's flashback to the beginning of the Purge, where his master was killed, is exactly the kind of scene Filoni would love to explore and recreate. With a large and loyal fan base, the streaming service can be assured that a live-action adaptation would amass a high viewership. And since the franchise has 2 games and a novel, there is plenty of source material for Lucasfilm to draw from to create at least 2 or 3 seasons of a show. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Andor have both proven that Star Wars can execute an enjoyable limited series even when audiences know how the character's story ends. Jedi Fallen Order could do the same. For more Star Wars and fandom content, make sure you follow Geek and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single video. I'm Miss Catherine Mora signing off, and remember to stay geeky.